Good evening, I'm Nashika, and this is chale.news for Saturday, July 26th. Tonight, a constitutional bombshell that could unravel Ghana's entire anti-corruption framework. South Africa's migrant crackdown is accelerating and Ghanaians are watching nervously, fuel prices are already moving, and a boxer named Amadu Mohammed is one fight away from making history. Let's get into it. Here's a question that should keep you up at night. Can Ghana actually prosecute corruption independently? According to the Deputy Attorney General, no. Not without rewriting the Constitution. Article 88 gives the AG exclusive prosecution powers, and no ordinary law can override that, meaning the Special Prosecutor's independence is, legally speaking, a fiction. A Supreme Court ruling on exactly this question is due July 29th. Full breakdown on chale.news. South Africa has arrested over 12,000 undocumented migrants in 3 weeks, 3,113 in the final week alone, with the military and immigration authorities running joint operations. This is happening while Ghana-South Africa relations are still raw from this year's Xenophobia row and the death of a repatriated Ghanaian. Ghanaians with family or work ties there are paying very close attention. Singer Adina has put a face to what that misinformation wave actually cost people. Fabricated posts falsely labeled her as entirely South African. Her real South African relatives saw them and started calling in a panic, thinking she was in danger. One viral lie, 2 countries, 1 family thrown into unnecessary fear. NDC internal elections update. The party says it has not formally received resignation letters from most appointees who've publicly announced they want to contest. And they're firm. Anyone still in office is disqualified. The paperwork has to actually arrive. Announcements don't count. Xenophobia is still in the U.S., still silent, still facing corruption charges back home. COPEC's Duncan Amoah says that silence is a clock ticking against the NPP. Unresolved questions from his tenure, Amoah warns, could seriously damage the party's chances in 2028. The longer this drags, the louder the question gets. Star Oil moved first. From 8 a.m. this morning, petrol is 14 Ghanaian cedis and 47 pesewas, and diesel 17 Ghanaian cedis and 67 pesewas per liter, up 30 Ghanaian cedis. Oil and the other big OMCs hadn't followed as of Saturday, but with oil at $100 a barrel and the Strait of Hormuz still shut, this is likely the beginning, not the end. Finance Minister Ado Forson says the IMF deal he inherited is why he can't release more capital, but a 40% underspend is now threatening the Big Push program, including a $500 million feeder road scheme. No revised timeline has been announced. The constraints are real, but so is the stall. 1 billion Ghanaian cedis. That's how much in vehicle purchase requests the government blocked from public institutions in the Commitment Authorization Policy's first year. 1 billion cedis in cars that didn't get bought. Whether you call that fiscal discipline or a headline number, it's striking. A University of Ghana policy expert has read all 287 pages of the 24-hour economy document and says what's happening on the ground barely resembles it. Dr. Adu Owusu Sarkodie identified a 3-way gap. Public promises, the written policy, and actual delivery are 3 different things. His sharpest warning, building markets before boosting production, just fills them with imports. No government minister has responded. Full analysis at chale.news. If you're in Dansaman, Oshi, or Ga Odemaze, ECG is cutting power from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for maintenance. 8 hours. Full working day. Check which day your specific area is affected at chale.news. A Laura court has jailed a 47-year-old Upper West man, Kwame Tizaiku, 20 years for repeatedly sexually abusing his 17-year-old daughter and threatening to kill her if she spoke. This follows a Wa man sentenced to 10 years for a similar offense just days ago. The courts are sending a message. Ghana's media community is mourning tonight. Justice Bernard Dankwa, 99K veteran morning show host and general manager of Radio Adekonfo, 99.1 FM in Barikum, died after a road crash at the Barikum-Apraku Junction yesterday. He was taken to Holy Family Hospital but couldn't be saved. Rest well, 99K. The WHO has launched its first-ever global drowning prevention plan, PROTECT, warning that climate change is pushing the 300,000 annual deaths higher. Ghana has no national drowning strategy and a worsening flood season. The plan exists. The local response doesn't yet. Amadu Mohammed stopped his Kiribati opponent in 57 seconds flat. 57. He's now 1 win from Ghana's first medal at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The quarter-final against England's Ellis Trowbridge is Tuesday. We're watching. KUMACA showed up to the Ashanti NSMQ regional qualifiers and dominated 63 points, 30 clear of second place, and a perfect 4-for-4 sweep of the Goyle Riddles. They're heading to nationals. The Ashanti qualifiers continue until August 10th. That's your Saturday evening, Chale. Every story we covered tonight has more depth waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed, stay sharp, see you tomorrow.